Today I'm going to test out my new Novokh Dynasty Assault Cron list.
Necrons!
Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, a 40k battle report for you. I'm here just about to play Capitan Morgan's War Games, Richard, and we are going to be doing some more tournament practice. So this is for a tournament that we're going to in October, and the rules have changed for this event. It's been dropped down from 2,000 points to 1,800 points, so I've had to revise my Necron list. For reference, I am using a new wide-angled lens to record this battle report, so let me know if you like it in the comments box below. It certainly is a lot lighter to hold, which has to be a bonus. Right, before we have a look at my new Necron list, if you would like to keep up to date with the wonders of Warhammer 40k, then please subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss a video. Okay, so here is my revised 1,800 point Assault Crons list.
Necrons!
A single outrider detachment using the Novokh Dynasty. So heading up the force, we've got a Destroyer Lord with a Scythe, Nano Scarab Casket and Crimson Haze. In the Elites section, we now have the Nightbringer. We've also got a small squad of 6 flayed ones. Then in the fast attack slot, we've got 3 squads of 6 wraiths. 1 wraith has a whip coil and 3 squads of 9 scarab swarms. That brings me in at 1,793 points. I've switched the Deceiver out for the Nightbringer, mainly because once I move the units with the Deceiver, I can't assault. It doesn't seem to work with the list very well. I think the Nightbringer will work better, and that's what I'm playtesting tonight. The idea behind the small squad of flayed ones is to hold it in reserve until turn 3, bring it down and hide it as best I can. They are there to help reduce the chance of me being tabled. So with that being said, let's go and have a look and see what I'm going to be facing. Okay, so this is the Aeldari forces that I'm facing tonight. So Richard, what have you brought?
I've brought 3 fire prisms. Morgan Ra in a spearhead. In a battalion I've got 2 Archons and 3 lots of Cabalites with Cyberites and one blaster in each, all in Venoms.
Yep.
I've brought a Warlock and a Farce here, 2 lots of Rangers, some 5 Dire Rangers and a Bone Singer in a Wave Serpent, which has got shuriken cannons.
Okay, and this is the other fire prism over on this side.
Yeah.
Using my fire prisms tonight,
Yeah,
so they're not allowed to kill me.
No, I'll try not to. I'll try and be good.
And what Craftworld are you going to be using?
Well, the Aliotic for the Aeldari stuff, with a -1 to hit, even though I'm playing an assault army. But if I was taking this to a tournament,
Yep.
it would be
that
and
one.
For the Dark Eldar, it's Cabal of a Black Heart. It gives me that extra turn, and of course the Agents of X.
Right.
Stratagem.
Yeah.
It's quite a strong stratagem.
Yeah, that's the one to try and stop me using my CPs. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we have deployed. So let's run over the mission. Richard, what mission did we roll?
It was frontline warfare, and the map was frontline assault. It's basically 4 objective markers, 2 in the middle of a table 12 inches away, and 1 in each of our deployment zones.
Okay, so we've got 1 objective there and 1 here. These are worth 2 points each.
Yeah, and the one in...
Yeah, that's your one over there. That's worth 4 points to me and 1 point to you.
And the same with yours.
Yeah, and mine is over here. So as you can see, I've deployed my blob. I've got basically the whole army here, except for 1 flanking scarab swarm over there and 1 flanking scarab swarm over here. The flayed ones, of course, are in reserve. So we are ready to do the roll off to see who goes first. I had just 9 drops, so I'm going to get +1 to my dice roll. Right, here we go. I got a 6. You got a 6, but +1, that helps me. So, are you going to try and seize the initiative?
Yeah, I'm going to try and seize.
Okay.
No.
A 3, no. Okay, so it's going to be Necrons turn 1. Okay, so we are in Necron turn 1. So first of all, I moved and advanced a unit of Wraiths up over here using adaptive subroutines, allowing me to charge. The second unit also advanced into the middle of the building. This unit of Wraiths just moved up here protecting my HQ and the Nightbringer. In the meantime, the Scarabs just spreading out, trying to stop any flankers coming in on the edges. And then it was time for the powers of the Catan. I used Seismic Assault on this unit here and I rolled 2 6s, doing 2 mortal wounds. And then in the assault phase, I've just assaulted this Wave Serpent. I lost 1 wound from the Overwatch, and now we're just about to roll the assaults. Okay, so Richard did play one of the stratagems, lightning fast reactions, which basically means I'm -1 to hit. So I'm going to need 4s to hit, so let's see what we can get. Okay, so of course Novokh Dynasty, so I'm going to be able to re-roll these. Okay, so these are the re-rolls. Right, quite a good amount of 4s there. Okay, so I've got 12 hits in total. Strength 6, toughness 7, so I'm going to need 5s. And we've rolled 1, 2, 3, 4 5s. Okay, so there's a Spirit Stone on there, so it's going to be a 5+ save.
Well, it's 5+ and then 5+ for the light field night planes.
Okay.
So take 3 wounds.
3 wounds, well that's 2 wounds each, so 6 wounds.
6 wounds.
6 wounds on that. Right, okay, so that is going to be the end of the Necron turn 1. So now we're going to move into the Aeldar forces turn 1. Okay, so we are in Aeldar turn 1. Not too much moved. The Wave Serpent just fell back. The Farseer got out first, and those units just moved back a little bit there. In the meantime, these warriors inside these venoms just moved into position. Prime target, my Wraiths. Some psychic powers have gone off. Guide was fouled, however, he got off Doom and also the one Jinx. So I'm down to a 4+ invulnerable save, and now we're just about to go into shooting. So Richard, do your worst.
Right, going to choose the Shrieker, which is a single shot, but you can fire twice.
Morgan Ra, yep.
Yeah, hitting on 2s, which he does.
Okay, strength 6, so you need 4s.
Then I get to re-roll because they're doomed. So
Okay.
2
Yep.
at -1.
-1, okay, so 4+ invulnerable save there, yeah?
Yeah.
A 1 and a 2.
So 1 dies.
1 dies, okay. Okay, so 1 was killed, and then with the special rule, I got D3 amount of mortal wounds from Morgan Ra, and a 1 was rolled, so I lost another wound. Snipers up on the building, all the way up there. Did you do a morale for those last time?
I auto pass.
Auto pass, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep them in the game. I get to re-roll. There's a mortal wound and a save.
Save and a mortal wound. Okay, 1 save coming up. Saved.
Yeah, saves.
Okay, next. Next.
Make it the 5 rangers from over there.
Okay, so now we've got some more rangers.
So
1 mortal wound and 2 saves, yeah?
So well, 1's dead.
1's dead. Okay, 2 saves. I've saved 1.
So the other one's on 2.
Okay.
Wave Serpent.
Okay, so next, the Wave Serpent.
1 on top, 1 on bottom. So
Yep.
hitting on 3s.
Shuriken cannons, yeah?
Rerolling 1s. So need 5s.
5s.
Right, so that's close.
Okay, so 4 saves. We're looking for 4s. Just 1 more wound. Farseer is in range.
Just out.
Just out on the Autarch.
So the Farseer will use his Shuriken Catapult.
Yep.
All hit. Wounds 5s.
No, doomed.
So two more.
2 more. Okay, 2 saves. Another wound. Another one dead. 3 over there. 3 on the dead pile. What is next?
It's going to be the Venoms.
Okay, the Venoms are going to shoot me now.
First one.
First one.
Do the cannon first.
Yep.
Hit on freeze. Wounding on 4+ because it's poison. Rerolling because it's doom.
All in.
All in.
Okay, so 4 saves. That isn't a good roll, so that's 3 wounds.
So that's another one dead. 2 shots.
Splinter rifle.
2 hits.
2 6s. A 6 and a 4, so 2 more wounds. Come on, boys. Got to stay alive here. Another wound.
With that one too.
Yes. A 4+ isn't quite as good as a 3+, is it?
No. Right, so splinter rifles and a blaster. So
Okay.
hitting on freeze. Blaster is hitting on freeze, I believe. Yeah, freeze. And 4+ for a red. So that one's do that one separate because
Okay.
that's the multiple wound.
Okay, so we'll do the blue one first then. So a 4, please. Yes. And then the other one. Yes, save both.
Right. So pretty much second one, repeat and rinse.
Okay.
So 3.
So I've got all that to go again. And again after that.
Yes.
We've got 3 lots, okay.
So hitting on freeze. Wounding on 4s.
Doomed. No, 3 saves. 1 wound.
So you've got 1 wound left. So I'm going to go
Okay,
with that.
yep.
Splinter rifle from that one. No.
Nothing.
No, it wounds on the 4+.
No.
Yeah, because it's for this.
Okay. Right, so a wound. 1. Another wraith drops.
So same again. 2, 3, 4, and the blaster. 2 misses. That was cocked. So I do the cocked one first.
Okay.
And then, no. So 1
1 wound.
from the guy inside.
Nope, got 3. Another wound gone.
So he's down
To
to
2 wounds left. And he's not looking very happy there because there's still 3 fire prisms to be shot, isn't there?
And 1.
And 1 more of those, yeah. I don't think he's going to survive that. We'll see. You never know.
Balls.
You better kill him because if you don't, you know what's going to happen, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm going to roll 5 5s and get them all back up.
Well, I don't want to have to use all 5. And I'll do the other one because that's exactly the same, so. That one's missed, that one's missed. Wounded on 4s. So you've got 6
6 saves.
saves.
Okay, well I'll do 4 because I've got 4 dice here. He probably won't be alive. Well, 1 wound. And 2 more saves. And he's dead. Boo! Okay, well that is first blood and my first unit of wraiths gone. Still 3 fire prisms to shoot though. Okay, we will be back. Okay, so we've got the guys inside of this last venom still to shoot. And they're going to target the wraiths in the building.
Everything hits.
Okay, but not doomed these, not doomed.
No. So.
You don't need to be doomed, do you? Okay, so 4 saves.
Yeah, do that one first. because
Okay.
It's multiple damage.
Multiple damage 1. A cocked dice. Another cocked dice. Looks like a 6. That's a 5, so there you go.
Yeah.
And how many normal saves?
3 normal.
3 normal saves. All saved. So yeah, 3+. So much better.
Right.
Okay, so the fire prisms are going to link fire, and the target there is the scarab swarms. So is this a stratagem, is it?
Yeah.
The link fire? How many command points is that?
2.
2. Okay, so we are going for focused fire on my scarabs.
Yeah.
Yep, here we go.
So 2, 3 from this one.
Okay, 3 shots.
Hitting on 3s. Nothing in range either. Wounding on 2s. So that's one wound there.
1 wound, is that just literally 1 wound?
Yeah, well it'll be D3. Yeah, well it's what I've wounded it.
Yeah.
But it'll be D3.
D3 damage, and what's the AP?
It's -3.
-3.
Depends what I roll with. 1.
Oh, not even a base. I thought fire prisms were good.
The other 2 will link fire. So I'll get 4 D3.
Yeah, okay. Ouch!
That's 6, 7, 8, 9.
9 shots this time.
Hitting on 3s. That's not too good when that happens. Wounding on 2s. 3.
3, no saves, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so D3 damage each. So 3 6s, so 3 bases gone so far. Anything else?
That's it.
That is it, that's the shooting phase, done. Okay, I doubt you're going to be assaulting, so
No.
we're going to move in to Necrons turn 2. Okay, so Necron turn 2. I have to say that turn was a bit disastrous. However, this is what happened. So the scarabs moved up onto the building there. We've got some reserves coming in. And then on this side of the table, the unit of wraiths that was in the building moved up, ready to assault the wave serpent. I did manage to get in, and I took 4 wounds off, so just 2 wounds left on the wave serpent. And then the disaster. So what happened is, I thought I would target the venoms, so I moved the wraiths up to try and assault the venoms, and then I used my stratagem to advance and assault my destroyer lord. Richard used 3 command points and managed to stop it, so he was left stranded there, looking rather vulnerable. In the meantime, the Nightbringer moved up, with my idea to be advancing some of these scarabs either here or here to try and surround him. However, my advance rolls were rubbish. I rolled a 1 on this one, and then I rolled, I think it was a 2 on this one. So I re-rolled it with a command point and managed to get a 5. Not enough to totally surround him, but at least I protected him from one side. I used Seismic Assault up onto here, and I got no 6s. I then used Gaze of Death on the middle venom there, and I managed to take 1 wound off. Then it was time to assault. My wraiths declared a multi-charge on the 2 front venoms. I lost 1 wound in Overwatch, and then I rolled a double 1 for my assault. I used a command point and I rolled another 1, so no assaulting for me. And that was my turn 2. So yeah, pretty disastrous. I am looking a little bit vulnerable, but we will see what Richard does in his turn 2. Okay, so the Aeldari forces turn 2. They basically did exactly the same as in turn 1. Used all the psychic powers, took my invulnerable save down to a 4+, and then shot pretty much everything into the wraiths, destroying the whole unit. Just the fire prisms that didn't need to shoot to kill them, and they shot into here and killed 1 wraith. In the meantime, the 2 Archons came in from reserve. Here, they shot into my destroyed lord. I lost 3 wounds. One of the Archons managed to get into assault, did no damage, and then I did no damage back with their 2+ invulnerable save. And that was it. So we are going to move on to turn 3 now for the Necrons. Okay, so Necron turn 3. First of all, bringing the flayed ones in behind this building, cowering behind this building. However, the scarab swarms did not cower. They went up and assaulted the rangers just on there and managed to wipe the unit out. Yay! And then over this side of the table, not so much wiping out. I assaulted with the Nightbringer, the scarabs and the wraiths into those 2 venoms. I did a good amount of wounds. However, Richard managed to save pretty much all of them. I only had 2 wounds go through. Some absolute boss saving. 9 5s and 6s in one roll. Yeah. So I didn't actually kill that much that turn. However, I am still here. I'm still on the table, and we will move in to the Aeldar turn 3. Okay, so turn 3 for the Aeldar. So basically this little blob here came up, getting ready to target my scarab swarms. In the meantime, the Farseer did smite on my deceiver. It was double smite, wasn't it?
I did, yeah, both the Warlock and the
Warlock as well, yeah. So double smite, destroyed my Nightbringer, who exploded. 1 wound on a scarab base, killed a wraith outright, and destroyed the venom there as well. In the meantime, this guy here, the Autarch, came up, shot and assaulted my Destroyer Lord. He did no damage. I did Living Metal at the beginning of Richard's turn, taking me up to full strength, and in the assault phase he fouled one of his 2+ invulnerable saves, and I've taken him down to 3 wounds. In the meantime, this little blob up here all shot into my scarabs, and I have 4 scarab bases left. The rest of the army that was available to shoot shot into my wraiths, and I have 2 wraiths left. So at least I'd still have some wraiths on the table as we move in to turn 4 for the Necrons. Okay, so Necron turn 4. I moved the scarabs up over here and assaulted and killed the Bone Singer. In the meantime, both the wraiths and the scarabs assaulted the Farseer, that is the Warlord tonight, and took him down to 2 wounds. I lost 2 wounds on my wraith in the assault back. Then over here, the Destroyer Lord took out the Archon. And that was it. That was my turn 4. So we're going to move into the Aeldar turn 4. Okay, so Aeldar turn 4. The Venoms moved up here to target my scarabs on this objective, killing a good bunch of them, just 4 left. The Destroyer Lord took a couple of hits from over in this direction, but no wounds were done. However, the scarabs here weren't quite so lucky. I lost a whole bunch of scarabs there, and I lost 3 scarab bases there. So just 1 scarab base left. Right, we're going to move in now to turn 5 for the Necrons, and I really need this game to end as soon as possible. Okay, so Necron turn 5. I moved the flayed ones just around the corner here. I put the scarab swarms on this objective, and then I moved the scarab that was all the way over there towards Morgan Ra, along with the Destroyer Lord. I managed to get in with the assault without taking any wounds from Overwatch. And then I did 2 wounds on Morgan Ra. I, in return, received 3 wounds on the Destroyer Lord. And that was it. A quick turn 5. It's going to be turn 5 for the Aeldar, and I'm hoping the game ends very soon. Okay, so turn 5 for the Aeldar. Everything turning around, shooting my Destroyer Lord. He did die, and he didn't get back up with his nano scarabs. Over here, the warriors bowed out of the venom. Went over here, shot and assaulted my scarabs. My scarabs survived with 1 scarab base left, and the flayed ones were untouched. Now that takes us to over 15 minutes of how much time we were supposed to have to play the game, so we are going to call the game quits. Necrons don't get tabled, however the Aeldar get all 4 objectives: First Blood, Line Breaker and Slay the Warlord. So, Richard, what did you think of that game?
It was tough, because you're in my face, first off. Having that lightning fast reaction first turn out,
yeah,
because of what I was able to do to your race, and then putting the jinx onto the race, and that's what I was doing. Concentrate fire on the race with jinx, doom, guide, and it took the race out of the game, and then I was able to do the second unit and keep doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, I had some excellent saves on my Venoms to keep them in the game, and that allowed me to really dominate, because all I was doing was guide and jinx.
And I wasn't rolling particularly well either, was I?
Well, no, but really. I mean, with 4+ involved makes it a little bit harder, doesn't it? It's just that combination and the ability to fly out and have the Venoms still shooting, and having everything else just shoot at one unit and take them out. It gave me a measure of control, and then towards the end of the game it was about table management.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just had the Scarabs really.
Yeah.
Just to mop up, didn't I, at the end?
Well, I mean, your Wraiths still were there turn 4. You only had 2 of them left, but they were still an issue. I had to get rid of them, and I managed to do that. And then it was just about making sure you trying to minimise you scoring any points.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there you go. That is the end of the game. I think maybe an evaluation of my list is in order. More to come in a separate video on that, but in the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Hit my icon at the end of the video so you can keep up to date with the wonders of Warhammer 40k. Beam me up.